and welcome back to Sam and Max today. So, I think I know what we need to do. I've been really stupid here. We need to go down to the primary factory and we need to go back to Paperwhite. Airborne. As we can mind read. By the door. If we read Paperwhite's mind, we can then unlock the door.
Who is it?
It's the rest.
Oh, Yogg-Sagoth, hurry it up!
That's never getting old, by the way. So now that you're standing there,
I think we're being too polite.
we are.
Let's see. Foot, snake, squiggle squiggle, bird, done!
We probably should have guessed that one.
Foot, snake, squiggle, squiggle. Bird?
Still remember the code?
I'll have you know I've got a mind like a steel tramp.
Trap.
Really? Huh. A steel tramp would be a lot more fun in a bum fight.
I'm so glad.
Ha! Don't look at me!
Oh, come on. You're not that ugly.
You don't understand! Human minds aren't equipped to comprehend!
Hey, Sam, there's a guy in here!
I'm impressed. Most humans are driven incurably insane by the mere glimpse of my unspeakable visage.
Yeah, well, no offense, but we get more unspeakable visages in our convention swag.
So you're the mysterious Dr. Norrington?
I am known by many names. Among them, Yogg-Sagoth, Elder Fiend of the Dark Dimension.
I'm so surprised.
Shocking, true, but not nearly as shocking as the horrific truths I suspect I must now reveal.
Please, now reveal.
I didn't see Sal out there.
Ah, yes, poor Sal. He resigned after the incident with General Skun-Kapé's men.
Any idea where he is now?
I'm sure he left a forwarding number in his resignation letter, but I'm afraid I've lost track of it. I have a lot on my table right now.
And your chest.
So how did gigantic behemoth of an elder god like you get stuck in Panty Waste anyway?
Paperwhite!
Silence! Several decades ago, Monsieur Paperwhite foolishly attempted to summon me to this plane of existence.
Yeah, we, may have heard something about that.
Paperwhite's infantile conjurings were doomed to failure, but the uncanny power of your grandsire's brain somehow managed to extrude an infinitesimally tiny fraction of my essence into this dimension. It became fused with Paperwhite's unsettlingly hairless and ladylike torso.
We've spent the better part of a century trying to retrieve the toy box and send the great Yogg-Sagoth home.
And we would have succeeded last night if you hadn't lost your temper over that slobbering spacey.
Sorry about that. Hold the phone. You're Yogg-Sagoth, the world-shattering elder god?
You look like something my non-existent cat coughed up.
Curb your tongue, rabbit!
No, Paperwhite, the Naked One is right. This debased form is a pathetic shadow of my former glory. Long before the dawn of man, my kind was sovereign over this dimension and countless others. We welcome the development of sentient life, drinking deeply from your bottomless wellsprings of terror, and also your succulent hairy flesh.
Ew.
For untold eons, we lapped at the perpetual buffet of your horror and worship, until powerful forces rallied to drive us back to the dark dimension.
Forces?
Primitive hybrids somehow impervious to our powers. You know them as mole men.
Get out of here!
Yes, that's exactly what they ordered us to do.
I'm asking.
What do you have to say about all those creepy tentacles we found in the cloning chamber?
Tentacles?
Yeah, like the ones your boy Paperwhite summoned in the museum last night.
Cthulhu's wattle!
Ooh, I'm using that.
Only one such as myself can summon the Cilia of Torment. Whoever's controlling your clones must be awash in the forces of the Dark Dimension.
Did you really just say awash?
The only thing that can properly vanquish matter from the Dark Dimension is the Chthonic Destroyer.
Chthonic Destroyer? What's one of them one is
What's the Chthonic Destroyer?
Is it pointy?
The Chthonic Destroyer is the ultimate psychic toy. A weapon so terrible that it was once used to drive the Elder Gods themselves back to their home in the Dark Dimension.
Ah, look, that mole man is smiting an army.
Mind if we hold on to this?
Sam's got a thing for illuminated manuscripts.
If it will help you find the Chthonic Destroyer, yes, of course.
Thanks. I'll try to keep Max from drawing dirty pictures in the margins. Do you know anything about all these handsome brutes that are stealing toys throughout the city?
The clones are meaningless.
And chubby.
Hey!
But if they are truly stealing toys, then their master may be attempting to gather a complete collection of the toys of power.
Elect all 1024. Impress your friends.
And destroy the entirety of existence as we know it. You've already borne witness to the damage that can be wrought when the Devil's Toy Box is mostly full. If the box is completely engorged, its power will tear down the walls of reality itself.
Okay.
So, aside from tearing apart reality, anything else you think we should know about the Plague of Me?
Only that they should seriously consider a gym membership.
Oh, that would mean.
You and Paperweight seem to know a lot about that Devil's Toy Box that everybody keeps stealing.
The Devil's Toy Box. Ha! You should be so lucky.
What are you talking about?
The toy box is of a power far greater than that of your primitive gods and devils. It is the property of my grandson, Junior.
Junior?
Yes, Junior. The youngest and most horrible of the Elder Gods. His birthing wail shattered the supercontinent of Pangaea. His first steps sunk the proto-civilizations of Subarctica.
Junior?
In an effort to stop my rampaging grandchild from destroying the Omniverse, I brought many of my precious childhood keepsakes over from the Dark Dimension to keep Junior distracted and entertained, as well as a box to contain their frightening power.
Junior?
Unfortunately, when the Elder Gods were banished to the Dark Dimension, Junior's toy box was lost during the boom. And in the millennia since, he just will not stop whining about it.
Junior?
It's a lot scarier if you've got the requisite complement of larynxes to pronounce it correctly.
So Junior. Okay.
So why have the 1.5 of you been trying to get your hands on the toy box all these years?
To destroy it!
But why? It's got all those cool toys that make my brain tingle and my ears all fuzzy.
The toys of power were never meant for mortal hands. For the sake of all that exists, they must be returned to the toy box and annihilated.
Okay.
You're not gonna take my toys, are you?
Not yet. Your chaotic mastery of the toys of power may yet prove useful in defeating the master of these blasphemous portly canines.
Okay, let's ask about Norrington again.
You know, it's a lot harder to take you prehistoric Elder Gods seriously, now that I know you were banished by a bunch of mole men.
Scoff if you must, but the mole people were much more powerful before they were genetically marginalized by the cruel twists of evolution.
Just like Uncle Billy.
Okay.
So, should I call you Yog Sagoth or Norrington?
Call me Dr. Norrington. When uttered by your mortal tongues, my true name sounds disturbingly like our term for number 2.
You should hear him say nuclear.
That's not sound.
Sure you don't know where Sal is?
No, but you're welcome to have a look around.
And then,
Can the destroyer be used against those tentacles?
The Destroyer is proof against anything from the Dark Dimension. Me, the tentacles, the toy box.
Sam, we gotta get one of these things.
You'll have to find the hidden giggling realm of skittering and gestion if you wish to find the Destroyer.
giggling Blah, 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 blah. Hey.
Stay put. We'll probably have more questions later.
Your kind always does.
Whee!
I want to go back.
It's a page from an illuminated manuscript detailing an incident with something called the Destroyer. And lo, did Brother Acidophilus return in a flash of light from the giggling realm of skittering ingestion, armed with the Chthonic Destroyer. Though giggling and plagued with visions of skittering insects, noble Acidophilus smote the beasties from the dark dimension with the Destroyer. His enemies laid low. Acidophilus returned the Destroyer to the gibbering realm and resumed his peaceful life of molitude. Years later, he was eaten by a crazed beast.
Like all moment off. Let's check. We've got Sal's letter already.
It's a letter from our old pal Sal, resigning from his job at the museum.
Should a 6-foot-tall cockroach really be putting himself out on the job market in this economy?
Maybe we should ask him. He left a forwarding number.
Sweet!
Nice, I know what we're doing.
Why are they still here?
Because we're working out a plan.
Teleportation.
It's going to be me. We're now going to Sal's. Wait, never gets any does he? Again, he must be what, 200 years old?
Well, there's Sal.
And a bunch of doppelgangers.
Hope those Sams show more respect for our car than we do.
Well, that was awfully convenient.
So, that's it.
Sam?
Hey, look, Max. It's our old friend Charlie Hotep.
Ah, get it away! Get it away!
Come on, Max. He'll give you cool ventriloquism powers, just like your great-grandpa Maximus had in olden times.
Fine, I'll do it for the powers. But for the record, I want to make it clear that I find Charlie Hotep, like all ventriloquist dummies, completely creepy and disgusting.
So are you, but you don't see me getting skittish about it.
Psychic ventriloquist.
Hey, doppelgangers! It's me, Max! I'm in this warehouse with all sorts of juicy psychic toys.
Toys. Toys. Toys. Toys?
Okay, they're now busy. So let's go talk to Sal. I'm shifting the camera around.
Sal.
Sam and Max, what brings you guys down to the warehouse district?
All the usual. Mystery, intrigue.
The roar of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd.
How are you coping with all these Sam clones?
Is that what they are? I thought they might be some of your skinnier, less inhibited cousins from over in the village.
How? Tick.
Hey, Sal, you're a pretty mean chef, right?
I know my way around a lemon zester, yeah. What about it?
We really need someone to bake a birthday cake, pronto.
Sure, I could probably take a break and whip one up. What kind of cake you guys looking for? Do you have any idea how many kinds of cake there are?
4?
More like 44,000.
Whoa.
Come back to me when you've made up your mind.
So you gave up your cushy job at the museum for this?
You bet. That museum gig was getting dangerous. What with all the fires, the slimy tentacles, and the gorilla pummelings. I'm just not cut out for a life of excitement like that.
What's in those crates?
Beats me. As long as there's nothing in these babies that keep me from stacking them, I could give a Junebug's behind about what's in them, you know?
Stack on, good buddy.
You know it, Sam.
I really like Sal, Sam. It'd be a shame if he got sucked into the undertow of the mayhem and destruction that follows us around like an awestruck teenager.
What the hell are you talking about, Max?
I'm thinking. Can we touch this? We can touch that. Let's touch that.
Hey, it's our noisy old friend Bluster Blaster.
More like a barely tolerated acquaintance.
You look like Chum, old chum.
Sam! Max! What are you doing in Vegas?
Oh, boy.
Vegas.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about all these Sam clones running around, would you?
Those are real?
Yeah?
Holy Mother of God!
I think that's a no.
What happened to you?
Yeah, we thought you were in Vegas helping Bosco count cards and pick up showgirls.
Maximum failure!
Why?
Counting cards out loud!
Yeah, the dealers tend to notice things like that.
Need any help?
No thank you! I'll just sit here until my shields regenerate!
Okay, the shield. Nice to know.
Do you think you'll rejoin the cops now that your Vegas adventure is over?
That portion of my life is terminated!
That's a no. What's about Bosco?
Do you know what happened to Bosco?
Bosco stayed in Vegas to pay off debt to casino!
Cleaning tables?
Male stripper!
Ew.
Interesting.
Left letter to give to Mama!
Dear Mama, guess what? I met a girl, so it looks like I'll be staying in Vegas a little bit longer than originally planned. Please take care of the store while I'm away. Love, Bosco.
P.S. Could you wire me about $20,000?
Worst Bosco impression ever!
Mind if we deliver this to Mama Bosco?
Take it! I never want anything to do with Bosco ever again!
Okay. Okay, something for Bus.
See you, Bluster.
I have become death!
So we might be able to use that to bring her back. Yeah, we looked at that.
Teleportation.
Hey, Flint.
I can't grab now, Sam. I gotta keep my peepers on Miss Congeniality here, in case she tries to make another break for it.
Hey, Flint.
I can't grab now.
Hey, Flint.
I can't grab now, Sam. I gotta keep my peepers on Miss Congeniality here, in case she tries to make another break for it.
Grandpa?
Don't you have an alleged birthday party to tend to?
Yeah, about that. You're really gonna love the birthday cake we made.
I'll believe it when I see it. The ingredients for my favorite cake are so rare that I haven't eaten a bite of it in years.
Why do you think we're lying about your party?
Yeah, it's gonna be bitchin'.
'Cause that stain on the stinky name has never done a kind thing for me in her entire life.
How goes the siege?
I'm just picking off a few of the stragglers now. Thought you could get away, did you?
Well, we're off to plan your party. Don't go anywhere.
I'll get my fancy tuxedo ready.
There we go.
Stinky?
Yes.
Okay.
Where and when can we pick up that cake for the party?
Sal said you'd have it done by today.
Do you remember where we put that present for Grandpa Stinky?
I thought you said you were hiding it someplace where no one but you could find it.
I did. I mean, yeah, that's right. Hang in there, Stinky. We'll have you out of this jam in no time.
I wouldn't be in this jam if you two hadn't butted in on my perfectly good lie.
Hey, Flint.
I can't grab...
These barrels would make great door jams, or weapons if they weren't bolted to the floor.
Whee!
Grandpa Stinky,
More questions to cover for my granddaughter's web of lies?
well, we're off to plan your party. Don't go anywhere.
I'll get my
Teleportation.
Go back to Sal.
Even though they're on a toy stealing mission that'll no doubt bring about the end of the world, it makes me proud.
Sam? Whoops. Hey, doppelgangers!
Toys?
Future vision.
I can do better than that. I'll draw you a picture.
Who said that?
This is totally awesome!
Why did you draw a picture?
We better not go out there. The city's crawling with clones.
More like jiggling and waddling.
Mind reading.
Doobie doobie doo, stacking some crates up. Doobie doobie doo.
He really is a simple guy, isn't he?
Yep. Let's see if we can read it. This one. Yes.
1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1!
You know what I'm gonna do?
Teleportation.
Because hopefully...
Grandpa Stinky,
more.
you're really gonna love the birthday cake.
I believe.
Well, we're off to plan your party. Don't go anywhere.
I'll get my fancy tuxedo ready.
Mind reading.
A party? A likely story. Still, it'd be nice to get a slice of upside-down Uzbekian blood cake surprise.
Yes! That's what we need. So, we need... How do we... Now, that...
Teleportation.
Let's go to Sal. Oh, God. You know, at some point we've got teleporting around the community.
Whee!
That's what I need.
Psychic ventriloquist.
Attention, dog clones! Luster Blaster has many toys of power deep within his encasement, and you cannot have them!
Toys?
Hey, dog, that tickles! I'll find whatever!
That works.
Hey, Sal,
What's up, guys?
Cake.
about that birthday cake.
You guys decided what kind of cake?
An Uzbeki and upside-down blood cake surprise?
Ooh, that's gonna be a tall order, Sam.
Don't you know how to make it?
Oh, I know how to make it all right. Any confectioner worth his icing sack knows how to make that bad boy. It's just that the ingredients are really hard to come by.
Don't worry about that! Sam and I live to hunt down obscure ingredients or similarly named alternatives.
It's not just the ingredients, though. It literally takes a month to bake an Uzbeki and upside-down blood cake surprise. If you want it tonight, you're just SOL. Sorry.
Well, can you at least tell us what it looks like in case we run into it in a dark alley someplace?
I can do better than that. I'll draw you a picture.
There we go.
Voila!
Impressive!
I minored in chalk drawing at the Bilderberg Academy for the Culinary and Visual Arts.
Thank you, Sam.
Stack on, good buddy.
You know it, Sam.
Know what we can do, because we have the rhinoplasty.
Rhinoplasty.
So...
Ooh, this'll be as easy as taking cake from a baby.
I think that's candy.
Cake works too. What did I turn back into?
Teleportation.
I'm just going back to Stinky's diner.
Rhinoplasty.
Happy birthday, Grandpa Stinky! Is that one upside-down Uzbekian blood cake surprise?
The blood looks right, but let's see if it's got the surprise. An Uzbekian flensing knife! The secret ingredient the Mongols used in all their cakes!
Now do you believe me?
Tasty cake. This beautiful knife. You two really were planning a birthday party, weren't you? Ooh, I'm gonna go try this puppy out on some doggies. All right, you furry trespassers. Make way for Daddy!
There's only one thing I don't understand. Why does Sam call you my queen in his letter?
Well, because Sam and I have been carrying on a torrid love affair for years. Is that right, hun?
Was not expecting that.
Meet me at the place. No, the other place.
I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, Sam, but now that I've seen you and Stinky smooching, all I really want to do is climb into a bottle and wipe out a few brain cells.
You know, Sam, that whole stinky kissing thing kind of made me wish for the sweet release of death, too.
I know, little buddy, but it'll be worth it if we can track Stinky to the real Mr. S who's controlling all these Sam clones. Do you still remember Stinky's cell phone number?
Do I? It spells out my second favorite bodily excretion.
Don't want to know. So if we
Teleportation.
just think it's Sam.
Ah, there you are, Mr. S.
Stinky, my queen.
I would have gotten here sooner, but the old fool and his Seamus wouldn't let me leave. We've got to get rid of them once and for all.
Do we have to? Killing seems so deadly.
Trust me, sweetie. It's the only way to get everything we want.
Oh, baby.
Okay, that's quite enough of that.
It's Droopy and Stitch.
Sam and Max.
What are you doing down here?
We were about to ask you the same question.
We were? I was gonna ask about biological compatibility issues.
All right, fine. There's no point in denying it any longer. This is where Sal and I meet to revel in our forbidden love.
Yeah, the forbidden love thing. Not where we meet to discuss getting rid of our evil grandpa Stinky. Ah!
Right, just the forbidden love.
Really? Then how do you explain that?
Whoa.
Where'd those come from? Yes, Master.
Sam, what just happened?
Well, on the upside, it looks like neither Stinky nor her chitinous boyfriend are the master of these Samalikes. On the downside, it appears that our icky and potentially murderous loverbirds are under the psychic thrall of our mysterious fiend.
Man, I wouldn't want to be the master when Stinky snaps out of it. She straight up hates thralls.
We do all know whose voice that was then, don't we?
Sal?
Sal's not really here right now, guys. Only the, what do you call it? Indomitable will of the Master.
The master's name is Will?
The Master wants you to know that half-assed wordplay won't get you any closer to revealing his identity.
Well, there goes 90% of our repertoire. Stinky?
There is no stinky worm, only the unknowable will of the Master.
Yeah, can't say I'm loving the new attitude, Stinky.
Then again, we really didn't love the old attitude either.
True. So guys, I am going to leave it here. At this point, I think we can all guess who the Master is. But we still need to find Mama Bosco as well, because we haven't found her. Hopefully, next time I will go back to Mama Bosco's place and hopefully be able to call upon Mama Bosco with the letter from Bosco. But as usual, guys, leave a like or comment below just to let me know I'm doing good, and I shall see you all next week. Bye!